on the 18th of February. 6'9", the tall figure in black to the left of picture. That's Janet Chamusto. Now watch her. Chamusto, the Ugandan, is my nod and wink for this one. She won in Nairobi back in the middle of May at the Kip Keino Classic by nearly 3 seconds. She won very easily indeed in 4:01 at altitude, and she slaughtered the field there. She's good at cross-country too. She's good at 800, and they can get underway now. So, the women's mile underway then. High caliber field. If they go with the pacemaker, Charlotte Mouchet, then we are in for something perhaps around the 4:20 mark.
Yeah, the early laps are going to be so important, Tim, aren't they? Absolutely. Yeah, the wind has dropped.
And the pacemaker has gone out quickly, stretching out. And a single file for the first 4 or 5. And I think it is Chamusto of Uganda who's tucked in second place.
Yeah, it's a strong early pace. You can see single file. Looks like Carrie Hughes at the back of that. She's one of the on athletes, the on Europe athletes. There's a strong contingent of them in this race. So, yeah, great to see on athletes supporting the mile here. And, yeah, we're looking at 65 seconds. That tent is getting busier and busier. The noise in that men's 1,500 metres was almost deafening down that home straight. And now it's building even more. So let's keep an eye on the clock. Remember, they've run over 400 metres in there. There you go. So around about 63 seconds, 64 seconds, as they started that 9 metres before the finish and line there, Tim. But it's quality up front at the moment, so we are heading towards that time. You can see the wave light on the inside. They are right on pace to that first 500 metres.
Was down the back straight then for the second time, and this field are stretched out. Its worst lap. I got it in about 64 seconds, so really good pacemaking. 4-minute pace for 1,500 metres, and therefore probably about 4:19, 4:20 for these women in this mile race. Looking superb as they negotiate this second lap. Good job being done here by Charlotte Mouchet, you have to say. She really has. And the gap's appearing, James, because the pace at the front is fast. There's no doubt about it. And certainly, Chamusto is up for the task. She's tucked in there. Hiltz moving down the outside now in that white strip. 7:04. That's Mohammed, Surah Ali Mohammed of Djibouti. She's only a 4:12 athlete. They go through there. 2:09.89 at 800. So that second lap may be a little bit slower.
Yeah, dropped slightly, but Nikki Hiltz just started to realise that there was a slight gap. She had to make a move and make a strong run on this third lap, because otherwise, if gaps develop so quickly in this mile, it's very difficult to pull runners back. But they are right on the limit here. Not many of these athletes have run the mile distance. Hiltz has run the mile. She runs a lot of road miles as well, and she's definitely closing that down. 6:67. Sorry, so Chamusto's run very well. Ugandan through that first kilometre, Tim.
Chamusto there with 600 to run, just checked over her shoulder. She will have seen what she wanted to see. That is Nikki Hiltz back in by about 7 or 8 metres, maybe more, and she's beginning to cut loose. Hiltz is chasing hard, but the problem is that Hiltz, when she realised that the pace was quick up front, she'd given them 5 or 6 yards already, I think, and they come towards the bell. So Chamusto has still got that gap. Moving through into third place is 666 Vissa of Italy, NCAA champion last year at 1,500. She's a caliber performer. There are gaps there in the leading half dozen, but Hiltz now is beginning to close on Chamusto. She's certainly grabbed back 2 or 3 metres in the last 200. Through 1,200 down.
They're chasing down, Tim, the green light. The green light is being chased. That is the 4:20 mark, and that could be a world lead. But that gap is still saying, Tim, it's around about 3-4 metres with 200 metres to run.
Well, they're looking fantastic. Hiltz on the shoulder of Chamusto with 200 to run. The rest of them pouring it on as well. Going through that is Guillermo. She's struggling with the pace up front. It's so hard. Into the final 200. It'd be great to see the battle up front, wouldn't it? Now they come in with 120 to go, and Hiltz has hit the front. Hiltz putting on a superb display here. It's been beautifully judged. Maybe more experienced than the 24-year-old Chamusto in second place. And Hiltz is going to hold on for the win, streaks away. That's about 7 metres at the finish line for Nikki Hiltz. 4:22.09, wonderfully executed. And I'll tell you what, Janet Chamusto has run supremely well as well. She was probably about a second, maybe a second and a half down. Some quick times there. The fastest time in the world today coming into this race was 4:22.85, and I think Nikki Hiltz has broken that. She has 4:22.07. It's the fastest time in the world this year for the women's mile. Wow.
Yeah, Hiltz is a superb runner, so impressive, so strong. Alex Fino, I think, had a massive shout as she crossed the line. I wonder how close she's got to that French national record as well. So quality running. And I tell you what, super fast size, there you go.